All right, welcome to the Cold Hard Facts Podcast. I am DNA, the one and only. Of course, I have one out of the other three of my co-hosts here today. Silk is here, of course, but Silk ain't missed one in a while. So look how that go.
Um, so somebody was asking me yesterday at this fight party, one of the guys, he watches the podcast regularly. He says, what's the problem with why y'all can't get together and do the podcast? And I say, shit, well, let's look at it. First of all, none of us, well, only I think me and Martin the only one that got set schedules right now. I think.
No, cool to do too.
Okay, so yeah, so never mind on the schedule. So for ex- and I hate to put my guy's business out there, but I'm being honest, and I ain't gonna say a whole lot. I'm gonna just say this: Kuda is married, and Kuda has children, so he can't always be around when we need him to be. It's cool.
Right,
Martin is the only thing I'm gonna say about Martin is that Martin tries, he does, but
right,
I also have to remember, and DNA also has to remember, even though he knows this already, that Martin is currently in the best stage with his lady right now. So it's like everything is like drop everything. I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that because we've all been there. I hope when he hears this, he doesn't think I'm talking shit about him because I'm not. I get it. You know what I'm saying? So and also today is not even that's not even the reason he's not here. He's having technical difficulties. So
right,
he can't be here. He wants to be here, but he can't be here. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, we all stay far as fuck from each other. Like I'm probably the one that stays the farthest from everybody, but you know what I'm saying? Uh we all stay pretty far from each other. They stay closer in range to each other than I do. So we can't just all just meet up at a place. We trying to do that right now. That's in the works. You know what I'm saying? Niggas just got to
Yeah,
be patient. That's all.
yeah. Niggas got
Um,
to be patient, dog.
and the person who said this to me, he wasn't saying it like he was impatient. He was just inquiring. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And when I say
Yeah.
niggas got to be patient, I mean us because we trying. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
yeah, for sure.
so
Y'all
no,
too,
we
because anybody that asks me about what's going on with the pod as far as like y'all getting together, bro, like this is the most consistent podcast does not have a they own studio. Did y'all know this? Like, if y'all think about every other podcast, we're the most consistent as far as like getting together and making sure we have your episode for y'all almost every single week. The only reason why we missed last week is because of a lot of all of us.
unfortunate circumstances was happening all at
Right,
once.
right, exactly, and that we can't control
Life.
life.
Yeah.
We don't have that much control over life shit. So that's what happens. Like, y'all got to be able to understand that. People that want interviews, be patient with me, like, for real, because and then that's a part of an announcement I'm gonna make that I could probably just go ahead and make now. Like, if I do reach out to you for an interview now, it's gonna be on a way more professional level as far as like, okay, your time, I see what your time is. Let's do it on this day, on that day. If I got it, if it's available for me, then we gonna make it happen. If it's not, then hey, oh well. Like that's why that's one of the reasons why my schedule is the way. One of my reasons why my schedule was so messed up and is don't compare to theirs is because of the simple fact of the where I'm at. Like the I'm at in the medical field. So, well, not really in the medical field, but I'm at
Nah,
a
you in the
hospital.
medical field.
Okay. I work at a hospital, and that also applies to people working on weekends. People don't know how to like working on weekends, dog. Like, and also for the simple fact of people also uh like don't want to stay at a place where it's dysfunction. And there's a
hmm
lot of dysfunction at my job. But at the same time, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna like if it's anything Like, if we miss an episode, it's not always because of me, but sometimes it is because of me. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna take all the blame. Like I said, blame it on DNA. I have no problem taking the blame, and I can explain to anybody why I take the blame. Because I came into doing this. It's not on the simple fact of because I love doing this, because also for the simple fact of like this type of space is rare. Like, it's rare to see somebody who really don't come from music. Like me, I don't come from music, but I know a lot about music. I've been listening to music since I was basically a baby before I could really talk for real. So and still like consistently bringing y'all content, like as far as music goes. Like, I'm always giving y'all
Excuse me.
updates on everything that I'm doing as far as this podcast goes. Like, it's never where I'm not consistent. I'm always consistent. And having three other guys that just as consistent as I am, like, is a blessing, because nobody is that consistent as far as this podcast game goes. Now, when we talking about independence, the closest person, the closest two figureheads that comes to podcasting is concerned is Gilbert Arenas and Joe Budden. I don't see nobody else that's consistent as them two on in the high figureheads. Joe Rogan too. So that's like a third person. So there's audio references. Go and look at what they doing as far as every day and every week content. They putting up the most and being the most consistent. So yeah, I mean, as far as the music podcast go though, like, I don't see nobody really out there that's, fucking with us as far as this shit goes, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, not to toot my own horn, but beep, I feel like I'm doing a great ass job, shit. But I don't, but I don't say that to diss anybody. I just, saying that because I feel like we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm updating y'all every week, making sure y'all get like 3 to 4 content clips a week as far as Instagram goes, on Facebook or whatever I feel like sharing it to. You feel me? So yeah. We do this shit here. We do this. But we got a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot has happened. We did miss a whole week. So that makes for more things to talk about. But for the most of the time, I've pretty much only heard about a few different artists. And a whole lot of music did sort of come out, if you've been paying attention or not. Yeah, quotations around sort of, because it was a whole lot of musical artists talking, but not a whole lot of, like, far as music coming from
Dropping.
them.
Yeah.
When it comes to those people goes, like, that's the unfortunate and the great thing about this thing we call music is, like, since we became in this such a streaming only hype up era, it's not a whole lot of music has been put out, but at the same time it has. You just gotta pick and choose who you wanna listen to or who you wanna give your time to as far as music goes.
Mm-hmm.
And also, like, you got the guys who just want to make an ass of themselves on camera. So, or not on camera. So, like,
I
it's
guess
just
since you want to go there, let's just talk about the couple things that did drop real quick. Not much dropped over the last couple weeks. It's actually been a dry couple weeks, depending on who you talk to.
yeah.
There was a lot of singles that came out. Don Toliver dropped Tiramisu, produced by Cardo, and I forget who else. Some guy he signed to his production label. It's actually a pretty good song. Don and Cardo is an undefeated pair. They haven't disappointed me yet. Cardo rarely disappoints me. I don't think he's ever disappointed me. So
For
that's a
sure.
solid song. What else dropped? Miguel dropped a song from his long-awaited upcoming album called New Martyrs. It wasn't it wasn't bad, not at all. It's an interesting choice for a first single because of how it sounds, but I mean, I'm still looking forward to the album anyway.
I'm
Um,
super nervous about this album. So yeah.
uh, I mean, Warren Leisure wasn't terrible. It was a good album, but that had a huge first single as opposed to this one. So like
Right.
we'll
Yeah.
see how that blows over. I don't know if DNA knows this, but Jay Worthy put a song out with Larry June called Two Peas. That song is pretty damn good. Um,
I saw it, but I didn't listen to it.
well, if you get a chance, check that out. He got a double album dropping soon. Uh, but he doing it like one side gets released at the end of the month, and then the other side gets released in October or some shit like that. It's pretty stacked. The feature list is stacked. The producers are stacked. I'm looking forward to seeing what that's like. But no, this song was pretty good. Uh, Lil Tyler, Lil Tyler, I think that's how you say his name.
Yeah.
Dropped a song
Little
with Larry
Tyler.
June called Young Player. Absolute fire. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely a vibe if you like that chill player
Well,
shit. That's
yeah.
something
At
that's for
first, I
you.
thought I forgot. Little Tyler was from Florida,
Hmm.
but he sounds cool on these LA type beats though, like the smooth for the car type shit.
Oh no, I knew that
Yeah.
when he was on Cushion Orange Juice too with Wiz. I already knew what
Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
capable of. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that's a smooth little song. Drake dropped a single called Doghouse with Yeet and Julia Wolf. It's a decent enough song. It's probably the song that I've liked the most since What Did I Miss that he's dropped. It's decent. You know what I'm saying? Like it's decent. You know what I'm saying? Like I tolerate Yeet. I'll say that. I tolerate Yeet. I see why his fan base likes him, but he got that energy. That's his specialty. He has that energy. Um so him and Yeet, him on Yeet on For All the Dogs I Know I Don't Give a Fuck was a huge song. Um this could be, I don't know, this might be something that might get Drake over that hump he's been trying to get over. Even though What Did I Miss went number two, nobody's talking about that song for real much no more. I'm not saying that to be a diss, it's just the truth. Um, so time will tell with that one. Hit Boy released a song with what is this nigga name? Spank Nitty James. Baby Tron from Detroit and AZ Chike. It's called Start Dissing. That's straight fire as well. If you like that West Coast shit, that is straight fire. It's straight fire.
I saw it, but I didn't listen to it too. And I saw it. They made a video for it too. I was like, oh, okay.
Hmm.
It seems like Hit Boy is about to put out a compilation or something.
I don't know what he's up to. You never
I,
really know what the fuck he's doing these days.
yeah, we'll
Um,
see.
Jermaine Dupri dropped a compilation album called Magic City,
Okay.
which is an ode to the strip club. I didn't hear all of the songs, but I heard a couple of the songs. They were pretty solid. Um, I think I think I'll probably feel a little bit more positive about this than I felt about Futuristic Summer. It's like I said, Futuristic Summer is not bad. It's not. It's just all of the music just is dated. That's what I said. I said that and I stick to that. I don't
Yeah.
care what Metro Boomin says. I don't care what nobody from Atlanta says. I'm from Chicago. I get it because I didn't grow up in Atlanta, but I grew up in that era when this music was hot. You know what I'm saying? I was there. I love the music just as much as y'all did. Y'all probably more so because y'all from the region, but I love that music as well. It's just I don't need this from Metro, but Metro didn't make this for me, and that's cool. I'm perfectly cool with that. It's still a solid project. I just, I think I'll feel a little bit more positive about this one when I take a deep dive into it. Plus I like to see when JD come out producing because we don't really hear from him that much these days. We do, but we don't. He's slowly been
Yeah.
creeping, shit back out over the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty much all. That's pretty much all I heard.
I didn't listen. I did see that did drop that Jermaine Dupri compilation Magic City project. I didn't see it on DSPs though, and I wonder why he did that. That got me like confused a little bit.
It's on here now. I don't know if it's on Spotify, but it's definitely here on Apple
Okay,
Music. So
let me see because I didn't see. I guess because I don't follow him on here.
either way,
Uh,
while DNA searches for that, um, I I didn't hear these, but I know they're out. So for those who might want to check these out, please do so.
okay,
Fredo Bang dropped a mixtape called Creature Music for my Fredo Bang fans. Ice Cube dropped the album. I know Kudu Bunga's gonna probably heard this one already. It's called Man Up. Um, I know he's probably excited about that because he's going to see Cube. What is that, next month
yeah,
or
next
something
one.
like that?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else. Uh, who else dropped it? I know. Mm,
Okay,
that's
I
all
do
for
see
that's
this.
all for shit that I know. I
I
know
do
D
see
Smoke
this
dropped the
Jermaine
album.
Dupri. Yeah, I see this Jermaine Dupri. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna want to listen to all of this. See,
No,
I'm
I
glad,
understand.
but I'm glad that he lists the features. Like another big issue with that Metro Boomin project was he did not list the features. If you had at least list the features, then I feel like I would be like, okay, I know what the hell I'm getting into. And seeing what I'm like, oh, okay, this is an ode to Atlanta. I got you. I'm gonna have to do a hard pass on that, and that's because of the simple fact that, like, if we knew what the hell we are getting into, then that makes it all the more easy, and also it also makes us aware of, do we want to really play or not?
Mhm.
But you use your namesake, and that's fine too. But at the same time, dog, no, like don't do that ever again. Like for real, because unless you're doing a collaboration project with a artist that you normally do a collaboration with, or you can also do it with the JID Metro project. Whenever you do that, whenever that he decides to put that out, but
Mhm.
that didn't make any sense to me. But like I said, Jermaine Dupri, I might listen to some of these, not all of these that's on here, but I'm definitely gonna listen to it because there's a few of them that I do want to check out. But not all of this because of this is like, yeah, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Not all of
Um,
this.
and then for my R&B fans, I mean, take your pick. There's so many R&B artists these days that's putting in work. Um, I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there you'll find and like or appreciate. But I think the biggest one this week was Four Bats dropped the album called Still Shining. I haven't heard all of it. I heard a couple songs. I heard the joint with Leon Thomas. That shit is fire. I ain't gonna lie.
Really
Um,
fine. Really
but I haven't heard all of this. I heard like that song. I heard the song with Maxo Cream, and I heard this song called In the Morning. So what I heard so far is positive. You know, I'm fucking with what I'm hearing. Time will tell on how I feel about it later in the week when I actually do my deep dive into it. I kind of enjoyed his last project, not as much as probably some other people might have, but it has some joints on there, so I'm looking forward to listening to this.
fine. I don't know if see this is some. I would hope after I mention this artist, I hope that Silk would listen to this guy. I hope he already does. But so Suave,
Right.
listen to Suave.
I think I've heard of this person.
Okay, I think you heard of him because he was on the Wale tour. He was with Wale with when he showed up for the every Blue Moon tour. He was
Yeah,
the
the one
first
we went to
opening
last
act.
year. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, he was one of the opening acts. or I think he was the only open act. I'm not 100% sure, but long story short,
Oh,
he
okay,
did.
yeah, that guy. See, I missed him. I missed him. Yeah,
Oh, you came in
yeah, I
on
missed
the
him.
like what the tail end or something?
Yeah, I missed him.
Okay.
Actually, okay. So before we get into that, so the Wale concert, right? So because, and I'm shouting you out because I love you, but it is also kind of your fault. My cousin decided to leave from where we was at a little late, so we ended up coming in right as Wale was coming out. So yeah,
Mm,
so as soon as he came out, that's when we showed up.
right.
So
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's crazy.
so I missed him.
But yeah. He dope as hell though. He was dope as hell. I listen and see. I make sure I listen to the artist before. Like I try my best to at least to open the act before they perform. If I
Hmm.
don't know any of their music or anything, so I went on ahead and listened to Survey, and I was like, yeah, this dude is dope. Before I even listened to him, before he even came out on stage to perform and everything. Survey, he can rap and he sings too. Uh,
Okay.
so he put out a 2-pack this past Friday. The first song is called "All I Do." That's fire, dog. Like, oh my god, that shouldn't be that fire. It's that fire.
Check
But
that out then.
and then he got another song called Five U. It's really for you, but he put Five U instead. It's with him and Chase Shakur. So that's fire also. So that little nice little 2-pack he gave us. The it's called Prematurely Yours. So yeah, it's good though, man. It's really good. Um, I'm glad that he's staying active as far as putting music out because yeah, he got some dope shit. Um, and other than that, Tia Corinne came out with a single with Jid. That was fire also. Like she can rap. I've been knew she could rap for a long time. When I had one of the best verses on that Denzel Curry song is escaping me right now. I think it's called Hot One. I think it's called that. But yeah. She had one of the best verses on there. But yeah, Tia Corinne, she can definitely spit. I can't wait for her project whenever it comes out. Also Tierra Whack put out well, it really didn't. She didn't put out a song, but I think the Him soundtrack came out, and
It's
she
coming out, I think. I know she's in the
oh
movie.
oh
I
she
think
in the
she's in the
movie
movie.
too.
I think so.
Oh
I think
wow,
I heard that.
okay, that's cool. But yeah, Tierra Whack, she got a single that's on there. It's dope. It's dope. Good to hear her back on it, back at it. Because she's been like semi quiet ever since her debut project. So yeah, it was good to hear something new from her. Also something else that dropped that I did not listen to, but I'm probably will eventually get to listen to. Voices of Fire got a project with Pharrell that's
Yep, I saw
completely
that.
produced
I saw that yesterday.
produced by Pharrell. I gotta listen. I gotta listen to that because anything
A
involved with
gospel album
Pharrell.
produced by Pharrell. I have to hear that.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. That's like on my to-do list. And the last thing that I seen that came out was Rhapsody put out the Mad Lib project, well, the two
Yeah,
piece.
so the two piece.
With and yeah, that was fire. Both songs was fire. Mad Lib is rapping on the other one.
I gotta check that
Really
out
fire.
then.
Really fire. Um, Still up in the air if I'm gonna go see Joey Badass right now. I I really want to. Really want to see, and I want to see Rhapsody perform again, even though I already saw it. But
Is she
I gotta
touring?
try. It's called the Dark Era tour, and it's with they all together.
Oh,
It's
she on the tour. Oh, okay. Okay.
yeah. It's Joey Badass, Absol, and Rhapsody.
Hey,
So
I'm
yeah.
so busy, man. That nigga just got off tour. Two tours. He did his tour. He did that second leg of the Wiz tour. Now he on this tour. He working like that.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. That's good. Which is really, really good. Yeah, for real. You should buy a ticket too, man. Or go to the
Boy,
JID tour.
Joey, I don't know, man.
Or JID. One of them two.
I don't know. I think I'm concerted out. I think after these
Yeah.
next two.
Oh, okay. I got you. Because they probably falling or sort of in the same within the
Hmm.
same time frame. Yeah.
I think
Yeah, I got
I don't know. I might check. I'm still on the fence. I probably can't do that, but I'm still on the fence about the Erica Badu concert. But
you. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's in December, I think.
mhm.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I I halfway contemplated checking out Brandy and Monica just for the culture, but you know,
That's oh goodness. I
just for the
don't even
culture.
want to. No,
But I
I
don't know.
just don't want to because of the simple factor that it's too damn hot.
Understood. I get
It's
it.
too damn
You're
hot.
right. But
So
I don't know. We'll see.
yeah. Oh yeah. So the reason why we're talking about concerts, Perfect Subway, is me and Silk went to the Clips concert. Like God sorted them out.
We ain't see none of
It,
you niggas in there. We ain't saying y'all wasn't in there, but we ain't see none of you niggas in there because we was in the front and shit with the cool
right.
people.
Right. Yeah. Uh yeah, that shit was dope as hell, man. I stayed for the whole entire thing and I don't do that. I normally don't do
Yeah,
that. So
I made his ass stay. I made his ass stay, y'all.
yeah. I was gonna leave like right before the last three songs. That's what my plan was.
Hell no,
Because that's
nah. See, here's the thing. Then they want to leave, right? And I'm telling them like, bro, it don't even make sense for you to leave because number one, and this is we was talking about this after the show was over. Like number one, you'd have had to walk your ass through all these people.
right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might as well just leave when we leave, bro. Like yeah, I can see if you was in like the back, like I had been off in the lead. Like nah, bro. Like being in the front like that, nah. We had to leave when everybody else leave because there's too many people to be walking through.
Right, for real. Yeah, that shit. I'm glad they really changed it to the outside because if that was inside, oh my goodness, if that was in inside, dog, I don't think that shit would have been able to handle all that, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
No, it was a whole lot of people there, but I think what made it let's first of all let's not ignore Earth Gang for a second. They put on a
Oh
great show.
yeah,
I know a lot of
yeah,
people. I know a lot of people in the audience
yeah,
didn't know their music. They probably were aware of them, and they probably knew some stuff that they had been on, but a lot of those people weren't there necessarily for them.
for
Me, I'm a
sure.
fan of both. DNA is a fan of both. So we was over there, and everybody was quiet or just bobbing their head. We over there rapping words and shit. You know what I'm saying? They engaging with whoever is engaging with them in the crowd. They engage with us. It was pretty damn cool. I ain't gonna lie.
Sure. Yeah,
Me
Earth
and
Gang did their thing,
me
man.
and me and Pusha T rap back and forth to each other. That really happened. DNA was standing right there. He saw it
Yeah. Yeah, man. That was dope. That was dope. That was dope. It pays. It pays to be in the front, man.
for
It
sure.
pays to be in the front.
That was the first time
Yeah.
I'd have been like in the front of a show anyway. So that was a experience that I won't forget no time soon.
Right. Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
because of it's a group that I've loved since I was 8. I keep stressing that to people who ask. From the first time I ever heard grinding on BET, it was like, what the fuck is this? Hold on,
Right.
wait a minute. Fuck, not fuck grinding, but like, and then when I heard the album, it was like, yo, like this is so different. Like, but they literally performed. I don't think they performed everything DNA wanted them to perform, but they performed everything I wanted them to perform. So I was pretty happy. I think the only thing they didn't do that I wish they would have done was that song was Slim Thug. That's the only one. But I know I get why they
What
didn't
it
do it.
do?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would have loved for them to do that, but it's cool that they didn't.
right. Yeah. It was a special night. Special performance. Like Stove Guy came out, man. Oh, that was a highlight. That was a highlight, man. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was a little
All
mad though
around.
because I found out that Pharrell came out at the Miami show, and I was a little upset about that. But you know what I'm saying? That'd have been
Yeah,
that would have made it perfect. I mean, it was perfect anyway, but that would have made it more perfect. Like, wait a minute, hold the fuck on. Pharrell is
yeah.
here? Like, no, 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 no. Also, a brief shout out to he probably won't see this, but brief shout out to Deontay Kyle. I met him very briefly at the show. He was there. He came all the way from Atlanta for the show. That was crazy. I couldn't believe he was there. Like, you know, it was cool meeting
Yeah,
him. I wish I would have took a picture, but I think I preferred the experience more than proving it to motherfucker. So,
for sure.
shout out to Deontay Kyle. Shout out to the Grits and Eggs podcast. That was pretty damn cool to see him there.
Yeah, for sure. Uh, but yeah, that was a great show. Got some merch I'm wearing right now. You know what I'm saying. You know.
This nigga couldn't wait to get
Y'all
him
know
a
how I
damn hat.
do, man.
He was
Yeah,
probably smiling.
exactly.
He was probably fucking cheeks hurting in that damn merch line.
Yeah. I saw that. Oh, $40? Yeah, let me go ahead and do that. Yeah.
That's all right, cause I just seen that all the tour merch outside of the exclusive shit is on Complex Shop. So I will be copping a tee very soon.
Right. Okay. That's what's up. Yeah. Well, yeah. And then well, I don't know if this is gonna be my last show that I go to, but I did purchase my ticket to see Jid, which I was planning on to do. I felt like if I didn't go see Jid, I kind of would be kind of mad, kind of
Mm-hmm.
mad, because yeah, it's just like one of those things where like, damn, I could have saw him last year, I could have saw him, or whatever that year was where um whatchamacallit came out. The Forever Story came out. Whatever that year was. But
2022.
yeah, 22 when he toured on that. Um but this time I'm going to see him and yeah, I'm glad that I was able to purchase this ticket because I was just like, man, maybe nuts, maybe no, maybe yeah. And then I also got the meet and greet package, so I'm gonna actually meet Jit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
went on ahead and spent that extra money, man. I feel like it's gonna be special. You feel me? So, yeah, I don't really do stuff like that for real. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, sometimes it's worth the experience to do
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
I mean, that's kind of the thing that was stopping me from buying the VIP for Freddie Gibbs because you don't really get to meet the nigga, but you get like it's kind of like the VIP for the clip show. Like you get a bunch of like exclusive little shit,
Right
um,
here.
little merch or whatever. I think let me look because I'm looking right now. What day is that? The 25th? Yep, here we go. 24th. VIP comes with a signed vinyl, a bag,
Mm.
a lyric notebook with handwritten lyrics from Alfredo 2 and early access to
Oh.
merch. So I don't know. I
Oh,
I
dog.
might but that's sold out. So I can't get that. So
Damn,
sorry.
dog.
But it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think because I paid what I paid for the ticket personally. No offense to Gibbs, but I ain't think paying $150 for the VIP experience was worth it to me. So you
Oh,
know what I'm saying?
dog. Yeah. See, me personally, I probably want to go ahead and did that, dog. That sounds like some real. I don't know, dog. That's just me though. That's just me. Like
I
I
think it's
can't
just
even.
because you heard. I think it's just because you heard of the handwritten notebook shit. They probably copied
Yeah,
some
bro.
shit and put it in a book, which is cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Um, and the signed vinyl. I mean, who the fuck wouldn't want
Yeah,
that?
signed
Signed
vinyl,
vinyl.
dog. Yeah,
But
yeah,
I already, you know what I'm saying? Like it's literally all good. Like anybody who bought it or hasn't bought it yet but will buy it for whatever show you're going to, please enjoy that because that's
yeah,
definitely an experience.
yeah, bro.
I can't. The only thing,
Yeah,
the only VIP experience I regret not doing is Schoolboy Q because I actually could have met it. You know, it is what it is.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Uh, but yeah, bro, we got to start doing stuff like that, bro, because um, some of these artists are some real cool cats, like for real. Like I sounded super old right there, but you know
You
what I'm
is super
saying? Like
old.
it's still like it still give you that enjoyment. Like damn, like this is a really I get to meet a dope ass artist. You feel me? Like
Yeah,
and
and that's why you niggas need to chill out on, you know, these women who want to meet Chris Brown and pay $1,000 to meet Chris Brown. If that's what they want to do with they hard earned money, let them hoes do that with they hard earned money. If they want Chris Brown to put his leg all up on their back and shit like this and have his hat off like this, like he riding her ass, please let them hoes do that. It's an
right,
experience. They'll probably never meet this nigga again. You never know.
right, exactly. Yeah.
And like you just gonna run into Chris Brown on the street unless you live in like LA or something.
Uh, uh, okay. Now I don't know if who you want to talk about first, Doug or Drake.
Who's up on the list? Because I got a hit list. Who's on the list?
So we can talk about Thug first. Thug did
Ah,
also release music. He also
yeah, he
did
released
release
a
music.
song, one
Um,
song. We can talk about the song
um,
later.
uh, later. Damn. Okay.
No, you can talk about the song now, actually, because the song will
uh,
segue into what I need to say.
honestly, bro, I thought the song was dope.
The
I'm
song was
just not
fire for
listening to.
sure.
I'm just not finna be listening to a 7 minute song all the time, dog. That particular one, but it was like beautifully the way it was constructed. It was beautiful, it was amazing. Like you construct a song like that, and actually talking about something. That's what we kind of want you to do, Doug. Like you in a position to where you have to like start maturing up anyway, bro. Like you have to start maturing. You can still give us the antics. We still like the antics every now and then. You feel me? Because like you done created a meme in that damn interview, so like it just be like,
Hmm. Okay,
but
so the song
yeah,
was the song was pretty good. I will say that, but it's unfortunate that the shit had to get made because, you know, and before I start, DNA, you can chime in wherever you feel like. I don't want to just do this by myself. Um, I feel like this whole situation with Thug and these jail calls, I'm gonna give you my opinion. I think whoever leaked these jail calls is somebody that's close to the case. I don't know if that's somebody who's on the legal team or what, but somebody is close to that case. Everybody knows that when you call somebody in jail, those phone calls are recorded. Thug knows that. Now I'm sure that he probably didn't think they was gonna come out, but somebody somewhere is trying to ruin his reputation. And unfortunately it's kind of working. Kind of working because of what was being said. Now, to Young Thug, I don't have as much money as you, so don't take this as I'm not even broke, but you know, like to you I'm broke, but I'm not broke. But, you know what I'm saying? Like a nigga that's less than you. telling you what you should do and should not do. Don't take it as that. This is just me being honest. From nigga to nigga. I don't, I understand you were facing a very long time in jail. I understand. But that does not, the niggas that's using that as an excuse for the shit you were doing is bullshit. It don't give you the excuse to pillow talk about niggas. It don't. It don't. Like, I don't give a fuck how much time you facing. I don't give a fuck, what's going on. I don't give a fuck how desperate and in despair you are in there, bro. Like, some shit just shouldn't be said. Certain shit you should just take to the grave with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know this information about this individual. Let me air out my grievances with this individual because I may never see the light of day again. Nah, bro. Like, that ain't it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If I was in jail, bro, if I'm talking shit about somebody, I ain't finna put a nigga dirty laundry out there like that. Or I ain't finna do none of what you did. Honestly, you was in that pillow talking, bro. Let's just be honest. You was definitely in that pillow talking. You was sharing information that you knew in private, and you was doing what a lot of these niggas be doing and running your mouth, telling business that's not yours to tell. It's cool to have an opinion, but you know what I'm saying? Like what you was doing is a little different, my boy. Like, and it's unfortunate that these calls got released because now people are looking at you funny and asking for explanations as to, why you feel the way you feel or how you gonna carry yourself in the way that you carry yourself. Yet here you are while you were in jail. Yes, you were in a very, very terrible situation, but while you're in there, you proceed to talk shit, not just about people you don't like, but people that's supposed to be your people. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck the case, nigga. We talking about the industry niggas. Like, and first of all, let me just say this. I know for a fact that the industry is a facade. The industry is the matrix. A lot of you niggas really not friends. Y'all cool. It's a difference. Y'all not friends. Y'all cool. And y'all be running around acting like niggas is supposed to be friends, and that was never established. You know what I'm saying? And now I really see what a lot of these Chicago rappers be talking about when they say they don't be trying to be friends with niggas. Because a lot of you niggas, I ain't gonna say it's just industry niggas. I mean, niggas is niggas, right? From whatever region you come from. It's like, I get, the industry, like I said, it's a facade, bro. Like, a lot of you niggas really not friends. Y'all niggas just cool. That's why the fucking Drake shit went the way it went. Because and I'm not gonna use this as a segue to rip into Drake just yet, but I'm not gonna rip into him, but I have something to say. Um like the Drake situation, like rumor has it that the thing that separated Metro and Drake was not a woman. It was a woman, but not in the aspect that y'all think it was. Apparently, when Metro's mother died, Drake wanted to get on that song Trance, and Metro was kind of like, bro, like I'm grieving right now. My mama just passed. Like, give me some time. And according to the stories that are being told on social media and elsewhere, Drake only really gave that man 3 weeks and then said, all right, bro, like, where's the song? You know what I mean? And people are saying that that's inconsiderate. He should have been more considerate of Metro's emotions and feelings. I agree. However, if I come to DNA and me and DNA supposed to work together on the song, or DNA tells me, hey, bro, I say, hey, bro, you got a song I can get on? And DNA tells me, yeah, I got a song you can get on. Sends me said song, and I'm like, all right, bet. Well, he ain't send me the song, but he let me hear it. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna give you your time to grieve or do whatever. I don't know that Drake did this, but I'm just saying. I'm running a hypothetical. Like, DNA tell me, all right, I'll send it to you when I got some time. So I give him about 3 weeks, and then I go on social media or I go out or something, and somebody tell me, yeah, me and DNA was just in the studio 2 days ago. Like 2 days ago, the nigga told me he wasn't working. But I don't think nothing of it than another. I see some shit on Instagram. He in the studio with Tom, Dick, and Hank, like making music. It's like, bro, like you told me to give you time. Now here I am talking about giving me a song, and now you giving me the runaround talking about it's under the pretense of grieving. Like, and don't get me wrong, everybody grieves in their own time, in their own way, whatever. Some people grieve by taking a step back from work. Some people grieve by putting their all into work. It depends on the individual. That being said, I don't think, I know, like I said, I know it's cool to hate Drake, and I'm not taking no sides. I'm just saying I don't think Drake should have been vilified for requesting work from a nigga. If it was discussed or whatever, I don't know all the particulars because I wasn't there. So take everything I say with a grain of salt, whatever. I'm just saying that's apparently what they fell out over because somebody said it was a deeply personal issue. So it had to do with
Yeah,
something with this nigga mama. So you know what I'm saying? Like everybody was
yeah,
taking it as
that,
Drake saying, "Man, fuck your dead mama, nigga. Where's this song at?" I don't think it was like that, but I know how you niggas be about Drake, so I figured y'all was gonna run with that narrative. And like I said, y'all don't know these people from a can of fucking paint. Y'all weren't there. They ain't said nothing, so y'all really don't know anything. You know what I'm saying? But back to Thug. Back to Thug. So then Thug gets on this interview with Big Bank Black. Great interview, by the way.
I didn't
Um,
look at the whole.
I didn't look at the whole thing either, but the stuff I did look at, it was a great interview. Because it was partly Thug getting his grievances out, part Big Bank giving him some, OG game, which is good. Because Thug might be a little older, but he's still young, you know what I'm saying? So, and he's still young-minded in a way, you know what I'm saying? That's what I be telling you niggas all the time. Like, money don't mature you. Age don't mature you. Experiences and things you go through are supposed to mature you. You know what I'm saying? And Thug is unfortunately like a lot of you niggas that rap. Y'all get rich, y'all get famous, y'all get all these opportunities and all these things that some of us will probably never see in our lifetime. And you still running around like you back in the hood and you broke. Like, and there's nothing wrong with staying true to who you are and where you come from. But you also have to, the goal is to elevate. At least I thought that's what it was. The goal is to elevate. It don't matter how much money. Somebody was just telling me about fucking G Herbo yesterday, how nigga had so much money, and yet you still running around in the trenches like you still, you know what I'm saying? Upcoming starving artist. Like, bro, you got to get out of here, bro. Like, you famous now, so you have an even bigger target on your back than before. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and a lot of these niggas in the city live and die by your very word. Like, so, but that's a whole nother story in of itself. I'm just using that as an example. I really feel like this street shit need to die. Like, for real, bro. Like, the street shit need to die, bro. Like, I don't understand how you niggas are still doing that. It's way too much heartbreak. It's way too much BS in that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see how you people are comfortable with, living life every day. Like, and there's nothing wrong with living like every day like it's your last. There's nothing wrong with that. But you niggas literally have to look over your shoulder all the time. And you know the ones I'm talking to. I'm about the ones that really have to look over their shoulder, not you niggas that think you got ops and nobody's really looking for your ass. I'm talking about the ones
It's
who's really
okay.
out here doing stuff.
It's okay to be that nigga that just go get the car.
Honestly, bro, it's really okay. And the crazy thing is, it's the niggas that's doing all this shit that's telling y'all it's okay to be that nigga. And y'all ain't listening. You know what I'm saying? Like, the streets should have died a long time ago, bro, because we done lost way too many, niggas to this shit. Good ones, bad ones, all around across the spectrum. We done lost way too many niggas to this shit, bro. Like, we gotta elevate, guys. Like, and I know it's gonna take a lot of work. It's gonna take a lot of years. It probably won't happen with our generation. It won't happen with the next. It won't happen with the ones after them. But we gotta get this ball rolling, man. We can't continue to turn 40, 45, and then start telling the youngins like, yeah, this ain't it. No, we gotta tell them this ain't it right now. While we still young, while we still able.
hmm hmm
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate any older dude who went through it, who comes to the hood or goes to the jail or goes anywhere and tells their story and say, this is what you shouldn't do. This is what you shouldn't do. If I'd have known this when I was your age, blah, blah, blah. These young niggas not listening to that. They need niggas that's their age, that's really out here, like saying, like, all right, we really got to stop and think, bro. Like, what's the benefit to this? You know what I mean? And
hmm
it ain't just one faction. It's all of y'all. We all got to do it, bro, because it's like I said, it's gonna take a long time. We probably won't see it in our lifetime, but this street shit gotta die, bro. The whole meaning of the shit got misconstrued somewhere, and now it's just all messed up. Like, and this is exactly what my mama called him, the enemy. This is exactly what the enemy wants. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they want from us. You know what I'm saying? If we keep giving them that, we ain't never gonna see true freedom, bro. Ever. That's just as far as the thug thing. Now you can say your piece if you wish.
Uh, as far as the third thing goes, like I get he's just bro. Like we all seen it. Bro. Every court picture told me like this nigga wasn't doing nothing but eating and chilling.
Hmm.
It seemed like, bro, that honestly, like, cause he was skinny when he went in, like super skinny,
He
dog.
wasn't that skinny.
Like he
He was
wasn't
getting a
eating,
little big.
like
He was getting a
yeah.
little
But
big.
I'm saying, bro, like he came in. I mean, he not came in, but he came to those courtrooms and he like, bro, them sweaters or whatever he was wearing was like beating like Boji on
Hmm.
him, dog. Like he was eating it down. So that's all he was doing was eating and talking, eating and talking, eating and
I
talking on the
understood.
phone,
I get that.
like a pregnant woman, dog. Like no disrespect, no disrespect to pregnant women or women in general, but dang, dog, like I'm just like at this point, bro, like just give me the music, dog. The
Yeah.
stuff is funny though. The stuff is funny.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, some of
Everything
that
that
shit
he
he
was
was saying
talking
was
about,
hilarious.
like I was just like, wow. Like and then his
I'ma just
laugh.
say this though.
Somebody need to clip up his laugh, dog.
Hey,
Like
I'ma say
that
this right
laugh,
now.
dog.
I want him to know this directly. Hold on. I want him to know this directly. Listen to me. And the nigga said something that I don't think I will hope no black man has ever said this. They probably have though. This nigga say if we go to prison for the rest of our life, whoop de doo. Life in prison is not whoop de doo. It's not whoop de doo, bro.
Mm, mm,
Talking about we gonna
it's
keep
not.
our chin up and figure out how to get out of here, bro. If I'm in here for life in prison, forget that. I'm in here for life. I'm just gonna figure out how I'm gonna survive in here. I
Yep.
ain't finna figure out how to get out. Like I go to my appeals and my little, whatever. But man, look, you might as well get used to being in here, bro, because I might be in here the rest of my life for real. You talking about whoop de doo? Like, bro, what? I can't believe he said that, bro. Like, I wonder if he heard himself when he said that. If we go to prison the rest of our life, whoop de fucking do. Boy, I wish a nigga would tell me whoop de do, talking about life in prison.
Another one is
You gotta see that. I can't believe you didn't know that, bro. That's
I
been
got
all over the internet all week.
I got I made you. God made you, but I
But
helped.
I helped. That was so funny. He said, I mean, God made you, but I helped.
That
This nigga
was
Gunner.
funny,
Yeah, nah, this nigga Gunner so funny. I'm sorry. That part was hilarious. He was definitely talking about Gunner. I know that. Bro, that situation with Gunner and Thug, it's sad. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I said, I don't know the particulars of the case. I don't know. I never knew the particulars of the case. I don't know these niggas. So I don't know Gunner's position in this so-called criminal organization or whatever. I don't know his place. I would figure he didn't have a place considering the fact that he was somebody coming in. You know what I'm saying? It's not like this is a nigga you grew up with. This is some artist that you signed. You know what I'm saying? If you was out here signing an artist and then you had him involved in some criminal activity, then the joke really is on you because why do you have somebody you signed as an artist doing anything criminal related? Like I didn't sign up to this label to do that. I signed up to get paid, bro. Like, and I mean, I ain't gonna say that some of you niggas ain't been getting paid the other way, but we ain't gonna talk about that. Um, I don't know if DNA heard this, and I don't know how true this is, but I ain't gonna say that. We'll discuss that off camera. Um,
man. Okay.
But there was a moment during the clip show where somebody said something that was real funny, and then I thought about it, and I'm like, what if back in the day that really happened? Like, so, but yeah, that situation is sad. I hate to see it happen to him. I really hope that Thug can overcome this when he does drop his music for real. But I don't know. Right now, it's not looking so good for you right now. But time will tell.
Uh, okay. So Drake, there's two things about Drake we gotta cover. I want to cover a multitude, well, two things that he said and one thing that he's doing right now. For one of the first things he said that kind of got me bothered, which is gonna be like we literally planned this a whole week ahead. As far as him talking about how the media basically call each other up and decide what to say about him and say bad things about him. And I'm just like, huh? Like, you don't realize, dude, that you're not making amazing music as you once did? Like, your last great album solo, I would probably say, let's see. What was before Scorpion?
Views.
Trying to think. Views.
Well, More Life was before Scorpion, but before that it was Views.
I say Views. I say Views is pretty. It was pretty damn good. But
More
like
Life was good
the
too. I
only
mean, it wasn't
issue,
no views, but you know,
right? Yeah, right. But I'm saying on the fact of like it did have some great songs on there. Also, it had some. Also, it had one particular song that I probably will never go back to,
what
no
song
matter
is that?
what. Only because of the it got played to hell. Hotline
That
Bling.
One Dance?
It got no. That one dance got played a lot too, but I can go back to that. Now I feel like Hotline Bling got played more than One Dance. You don't think so?
I don't know. I think they got played
Okay.
equally. Because Hotline Bling was a very
Okay.
big song, and so was One Dance. So, uh, you know, that
Okay.
was around the time niggas was saying that Drake had, went pop. You know what I'm saying? So, like
Okay.
for real, went pop. So I don't know,
Yeah.
but I would
Yeah.
say
But his
his biggest selling album definitely is Scorpion, but his
right.
his
His
last great
last great.
album was probably Views,
Right.
probably.
Yeah. That was
And
probably
I remember when Views dropped, a lot of niggas didn't even like it,
I was one of those.
but it's aged well
At
though.
first I didn't.
But it's
Yeah,
aged
it's aged well.
incredibly well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
So
was like that. It was like that when it came out. DNA.
okay. Okay.
The music
But
is the
yeah,
same.
uh like I was saying though, like, bro, like the hate is never it's never like that, bro. The people don't call up each other and say, I'm finna say only bad things about Drake when you drop, bro. Like, no. And 9 times out of 10 is because of the simple fact that it's just not good, bro. It's not up to par. It's not up to the standards that you normally give us. Now, like I said before, I would say this till I'm blue in the face. Um, No Face should have been that one. I feel like No
Hmm.
Face was that one of those ones, like
Yeah, y'all
where you
slept
should
on
have
that.
put money. Y'all should have put money behind that. I'm glad that he took Playboy Cardi off of there because it didn't belong there. Even though that's all he did was say No Face. But like I said, bro, like that was one of the ones that y'all slept on, and y'all should have been paying attention to that.
Hmm.
I'll still play No Face like it just came out.
Hmm.
Um, What else? What else? Another one is what did I miss? Was premature. It was basically like a premature still dig at the beef. It was still that's a part of the beef, bro. Like what did like you missed the point, nigga? Like that's what you missed. Like dog, like what the hell? So
I'm glad you taught me on
obviously,
one of them. I'm glad you said that because that's gonna segue in exactly what I wanted to say. Keep going.
so so another thing, I guess I'll talk about it uh after what Silk gonna say because it's
No, you
just
can
like
touch on it
it's
now.
gonna
I'm gonna
feed into
let it cook.
uh he basically said he had part into the new media where anybody can pretty much interview anybody. And I feel like no, that should never be the case. That's not how it should be the case. Like I kind of already talked about this in the beginning of the damn show, but we're going to talk about this again. If you think about the people who are just journalists, like I feel like I'm still in that I'm in that era. Like I'm in that area. We're in that I'm that type of guy where I'm studying y'all interviews, so I'm just as good as y'all as far as journalists goes. I didn't even
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go to school, but I'm going to school on YouTube. I'm doing it for free, dog. So I've been getting all the knowledge that you got, and I didn't even have to go to school for it. So technically, y'all in a worse, like y'all just got a degree, and how so these corporate offices it's taking me longer to get there, but at least like I get praise from people I do not know that. Damn, that was a great interview, dog. Like, oh, you did that Galaxy Francis interview. Big good job on that, dog. Like stuff like that, bro. I get stuff like that, and I don't. People don't even like say how great I'm doing on camera, but that face to face when they first meet me
Mm-hmm.
and tell me how great I'm doing as far as interviews goes, as far as my podcast goes. That's amazing to me. So that's all the recognition I need. Like eventually we'll get to the point where we starting getting awards, like awards where it's like we getting into those corporate offices and everything. It's just gonna take us a little bit longer to get there, and that's no issue. It's no issue with that. I feel like though the people who are like new media, as far as like those the streamers, the people who you rather like get interviewed by Drake in particular, these bigger, higher up, bigger artists that don't want to go to their own fair skin and they rather go to a white streamer. No, that's cool, but they're not gonna hit on those topics that we need to be hitting on.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not gonna ask the right questions where like how a Zane Lowe would or Elliot Wilson would, like or Charlemagne the God would and shit like that. They're not gonna ask those type of questions. Or even the academics. But academics is like his interview style I don't really like. But at the same time, I still give him props when he does do it right. You feel me? So um yeah, it's like, bro, like if I ever get a chance to interview somebody who's like, damn, how you get that interview, DNA? Or like, I'm gonna make sure I'm asking the right questions. Like, and I always feel like I have. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's just like the people who answer them don't always give the amazing answers, and they do give good answers. I'm not slighting anybody who I ever interviewed. I'm just trying to point out the fact that not every interview is going to be an hour long interview. Not every interview is going to be a 15-minute, 20-minute, 30-minute interview. Every
Right.
interview is different. So anytime I do an interview with somebody, that's why I make sure I make it plain and clear. Only you determine the length of time that the interview will be. Now, I always, when I approach somebody, I always say, just give me an hour of your time. And it could bridge over an hour. Like, you never know. Like, so I never go into an interview with pre-made questions. Most of that shit is coming out the dome. And that's just a gift from God that I thank God every day for. So
Right.
those are the other questions that these people that are in new media are asking y'all is pre-made questions that's probably been pushed by your publicist or some shit. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, those particular guys who are new in media, no slight to y'all, but who wanted y'all here? Who are y'all? Like, what have y'all done? But get the big one, that one big interview, or two big interviews, or three big interviews, and that's it. Like, you got to be consistently putting out content like what we doing.
For sure.
Like, that's why anybody who's built off of interviews, I hope that y'all can like show other different sides of y'all, like, or find another avenue besides just the interviews to make y'all money. Because if you just pushing interviews and interviews only, I pray for y'all. Like, that's wild to me, at least. That's wild to me. But some people are fit for it, and some people are not so fit for it. So, but yeah, go ahead.
So for the last year or so, there have been a community of people on Twitter who have been claiming that Drake suing his label is a ploy to censor hip hop, a ploy of trying to censor free speech, a ploy to try to control what hip hop is. And to you people, I say one thing. Nigga, fuck hip hop. It ain't about hip hop. Fuck hip hop. That ain't what this shit is a fucking about. Bro, this entire lawsuit, bro, I saw through the cracks months ago. Shit, even Kendrick Lamar sees through the cracks of the shit. I don't understand why you hardcore Drake haters don't get it. This shit is not about silencing hip hop. This shit ain't about censoring no hip hop. This shit ain't about none of that. I want y'all to know real quick that y'all need to understand the caliber of individual we are dealing with here. Let me tell you something. Brian from insert suburb here, America, is probably an avid lover of hip hop. He might not be black. He might not love the quote unquote the culture or whatever, but he is a massive fan of hip hop. Hip hop is universal, bro. Like, it ain't just niggas that love hip hop. White people love hip hop. Mexican people love hip hop. Asian people love hip hop. We all love this shit. Now niggas might love it a little bit more than the other races do because this is our culture. This is where we come from. You know what I'm saying? These stories that they tell, these people, you know what I'm saying? We all know somebody in our neighborhoods, like every single rapper that's out. We all know at least one. I know a lot of niggas that's like Drake. They might not necessarily be half white, but we all know a lot of Drake like niggas. We all do. Let me tell you something, okay? Like I said before, this is not about no fuck hip hop. Drake was on top for a very long time. Technically, he still is because his streaming numbers are still fucking astronomically high. I don't know. That nigga might be using bots too. I think somebody said that. Um, Drake is
It's
somebody.
mostly his older shit, though.
Of course, I know. But Drake is like that dude in high school that was like on top of the food chain, right? That somebody talks some shit about him, and a lot of niggas have fragile egos. So imagine a nigga that's at the top of the food chain and you say some shit that's so biting, that's so funny, that they know it's true, but deep down they so insecure about it that they have to fake it and walk around and act like the shit don't bother them, and they have to do anything in their power to try to take away from the narrative that you've portrayed. So they start saying a bunch of bullshit or start doing a lot of lame shit. That's Drake. Drake got his motherfucking feelings hurt by a lot of people. And he like, all right, bet. Y'all want to fuck with me? Y'all want to protect me? I bet. That's what I'm finna do. This ain't about no hip hop, bro. This ain't about getting nothing for no artist. This is all one man's attempt to save his fragile ass ego. That's what it is. That's all it is. We all know it. We all see it. All of the signs are there in the lawsuit, in the moves he's making, in the stuff he's saying, in the songs he's releasing. What did I miss? Nigga, what? Are you serious? You really gonna sit here and I appreciate the attempt, but you cannot pretend like this didn't happen. You can't do it. You can't do it. It's not like the Pusha T thing where you could just pretend it didn't happen because Pusha T is not on the same commercial level as you. You can't do it. You cannot run around here acting like it never happened. Okay? You can't do it. Especially considering the fact that the person that you lost to got a number one song talking about you. Biggest song of the year. Talking about you. Everything was about you. And niggas like you. It wasn't just about Drake. It was about niggas like Drake. It wasn't just about Drake. I just want people to know that. It wasn't just about Drake. That song is about niggas like Drake. His name is just in it because it's directed at him. But it ain't just directed at him. It's directed at niggas like him. Hence the name, Not Like Us. Anyway, it doesn't help that the nigga you lost to has just as much of a name as you do. His name shakes walls in this industry. He when he drops, it's just like when you would drop. The world stopped. The world will stop. Bro, you remember when Drake used to drop anything? The world stopped. Anything. Lucy's, albums, singles, features. The world will stop. Oh shit, Drake on here? Hold on, wait, stop everything. And that's the problem. Drake has always, and he was talking that shit to Elliot Wilson 12 years ago, and I knew it was a bunch of bullshit. Drake has always seen Kendrick Lamar as a threat. Now, there's two things you do with a motherfucker you see as a threat. You either befriend them or it goes the other way. Drake tried to befriend Kendrick. He tried. He tried to befriend Kendrick. They tried to be friends. It didn't work out because you know, just like I know, that some people just ain't meant to be cool. And that's okay. But Drake knows that Kendrick is a lyrical threat to him. He knows. Drake knows deep down in his soul that Kendrick Lamar is a better rapper than him. He knows it. I know he knows it. Because if he didn't know it, he wouldn't have came out on Elliot Wilson old podcast and said he's not beating me at anything. No, you're genuinely scared of him. You're scared of him because you knew how good he was. Because if you didn't know how good he was, you wouldn't have been trying. If you didn't recognize the talent and you ain't recognized the greatness that early on, you wouldn't have been trying to be buddy buddy with him. You wouldn't have been trying to put him on your tour. You wouldn't have been trying to put him on your album to give him some exposure, even though he already had exposure. You knew that putting him on your album was going to give him more exposure, which it did. Let's not act like it didn't. I'm not saying he helped him, but let's not act like when Kendrick popped up on Take Care, it didn't give him more exposure, especially the people who didn't know who he was. Let's not act like that. I was there. Like, don't try to do that revisionist bullshit y'all been doing with this beef. I was there. I know what happened. So we know Drake knows how talented and how good Kendrick is. We know this because of his actions from 2011 to early 2013, right before all the BS started. And we know about control and all of that, so we ain't gonna talk about that. But the mere fact of the matter is, Drake knows exactly how good Kendrick Lamar is. Did he know then that he'd be what he is now? I'm pretty sure he had a thought, an inkling. It was probably in the back of his mind. So, because Drake is a little sensitive motherfucker. Sorry, bro, you are, because we know you are. Your mother said it. In anything we've seen your mother in, everything the main constant that Sandra Graham has said about Drake is that he is a very sensitive person. We know this. The lady who pushed you out told us so. So I don't see, why people are so like shocked about the moves he's making. You would think that, oh, if a motherfucker grow up and get older and have more experiences, they'll grow out of it. No. No, 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 no. Hell no. That sensitive shit don't go away. A sensitive nigga is a sensitive nigga. Now, what they choose to do with that is their business. And I say all that to say this. I really wish you niggas would stop trying to say that Drake is trying to ruin hip hop. He's not trying to ruin hip hop. He's trying to save his ego. That's it. He's trying to not face reality. And the reality is that he lost. I don't care who you talk to. If they were pulling for Drake in the beef and they think he didn't lose, that's perfectly fine. Because as we just learned, everybody got an opinion, right? Right or wrong, everybody got an opinion. You don't have to agree with it, and that's fucking okay. That is fucking okay. But a white dude just got shot and died in Utah the other day. I don't like none of that shit he said. Fuck that nigga. Really, honestly, fuck that nigga. Fuck him. Fuck Charlie Kirk. Don't nobody give a fuck about him. But at the same time, he died because he had an opinion that somebody didn't like, and they was like, "I bet we finna shoot this nigga." I guarantee you, nobody on the internet that disagreed with anything Charlie Kirk said, even the people that he allowed on his platform to speak against him, because he did do that. He allowed people to come and speak their positions. That's cool. But I guarantee you, none of them thought about killing him. Maybe they thought about it because people are sick in the head, but they weren't gonna put that shit to action. This alleged kid did so. You know what I'm saying? So we see what opinions do. That's where the problem really at. Fuck this hip hop shit. But anyway, this is all about a man trying to save his ego, bro. That is it. I need you niggas that saying he's trying to ruin hip hop and all this rah-rah shit to get a fucking grip. And I say this every time we talk about this nigga on this podcast. If you want him to get out of here, guess what you must do? Pay
Stop
him
letting
no
go.
more attention. Nothing. Unfollow him on social media. Anytime you see his name on Google, anytime you see his name on Twitter, block it. Like, I don't want to see no more posts about Drake. I don't care. But you're not gonna do that because we in an opinion-based country where everybody's gonna have an opinion. So guess what? Unfortunately, guys, suing niggas aside, bitch ass activities aside, sensitivity aside, this light-skinned nigga from Canada is not going anywhere. He's not. He's going to continue to be a part of hip hop for as long as hip hop allows him to be. That's including you haters. That's including you niggas.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you need to get a grip and just enjoy or not enjoy the ride. Okay? Because honestly, the thing that we all knew that was going to happen when the beef started happening, Kendrick won. We know. Nobody disputed that. There was some people on the Drake side who was like, man, Drake's gonna hit. Like, yeah, all right, man. Okay. Okay. All right. If you say so, whatever. You think you know some shit. You don't know shit.
Yeah. So I did have one more point to get to, and this is gonna segue into a bunch of different things. Because I have like literally a bunch of different things that I'm gonna, put together in this little closing. Because we already two people that talked about a bunch of shit for a whole hour in 19 minutes now. But yeah. So I also want to say that Drake, like, Drake releasing the way he's releasing is, I feel like he's putting on a low key masterclass. No, yes, the streams have been boring. Yes, and it's for you internet nerds to pick apart and try to figure out what he's gonna do next. Um, but also he's giving you all content, and that's literally he's the biggest, one of the biggest artists in the world, and he's like going straight to a free platform that we can all use and literally uploading driving around or possibly like using all his resources that he have on hand and just letting you listen to songs he's been working on and releasing majority of them, or some of them are also getting leaked. But yeah, like yeah, bro, like that's a masterclass of musical content, bro. Like that's literally what everybody should be doing, but everybody is not gonna think that way. So I wanted to basically highlight the fact that I told last interview I did, y'all go check it out. It's with Milo, the Generation Hero. I told her, I want to say it was after the interview off camera. I'm gonna tell everybody this the same exact thing. If you are an artist that is independent and you do not want to pay for anything as far as paying to upload your music, that's what I'm talking about. As far as paying to upload your music, go ahead and upload your music on YouTube. Give them any type of content. I'm going to shout out a bunch of different names that's doing the masterclass worthy, just as good as Drake, that are independent artists. La Russell, people who I know, Juby the God, the third. Third is mainly Instagram focused, but he is putting some of his content on YouTube also. But also somebody I did interview, but it was audio only. I think I don't want to mess his name up. But I'll mention somebody else. Galaxy Francis, another one. Like he's dipping into he does so much shit though. Like compared to the other guys I named, he does Instagram drops. He does drop some stuff on YouTube too, because I be paying attention to his YouTube. And he's also like designing his hats and his shirts right now. So he's like really, dipping into everything as far as like his own brand, and like he also engineers. Like, bro, just really, is really tapped in on everything as far as music goes. But that's why I'm just saying, like, these artists are like are the business. You are the business. Just know that.
Sure.
You are the business. The artist is the business. These record labels need y'all, but you don't have to go to these record labels for a loan, because that's all the fuck it is. And then you sign that deal, make sure you're the one who's benefiting the most out of it. If you're going to sign a deal, make sure you benefit the most out of it. Make sure of course, the company is gonna benefit too, but make sure you're benefiting the bulk of it. Make sure you got some staying power in your music. Make sure your shit can rotate as far as radio goes. If you ain't in the rotation on radio, you ain't gonna be able to do shit for real. You ain't gonna be able to cut through. You ain't gonna be able to cut through for real. You ain't gonna be able to get people to listen to you for real if you ain't got no radio hit.
Right.
Some people can get away with that though. Like some people don't even have to have a radio hit and still be popular. But it's very select few on that list that's like that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, That's why it goes back to me saying like I've been watching this music game for so damn long. It's just like so clear and evident that this next month, October, probably gonna be one of the biggest month in music of this year. I only say that because one of the most legendary hip hop duos is about to drop, Mobb Deep, with Alchemist and Havoc production, bro. Like that's
For sure.
big. That's major. I don't even know about other drops, but I just know for a fact that that's already known, well known. So it's probably gonna have I don't know if the track list is out yet, but it's probably gonna have a great some great features on there. And also like people need to be aware of like just, you know, things that you doing as far as the artist goes, like to be aware of everything, be on top of things, you know, let them creative juices flow on Instagram, all like and YouTube. Those are your two most powerful tools as far as like getting your content out there. So like that's what I'm saying, bro. Like certain things you do, just really affect everything. It's like a domino effect when it comes to what content you put out, who sees it, who shares it, who reposts it, all of that. So, you know, like just be very intentional on everything and like I did do I didn't listen to anybody as far as artists goes. That's why I'm giving people shout outs and shit. New artists and stuff, like as far as the people I've known, who I've interviewed and everything, that's why I'm giving people shout outs and stuff like that. And also I wanted to say that oh yeah, Juba the guy, yeah, that's who I wanted to speak on. Another thing, he told me he said he got some special event that's coming. I'm not gonna say when. I don't know because I don't really truly fully know event when it's coming. Some other people got some stuff in the works too, but I don't think I can mention that either. That I know of. Yeah, he said he got vinyls. He started he even made vinyls and shit. So I'm just like, dog, how the fuck did you do that? I wanted to get the knowledge on that so I could pass it along and talk about it on here. You feel me? So he never did get back to me. I got to make sure he see this so I can clip this shit up. So yeah, man, yeah, like y'all, everybody who I name, y'all doing big shit. Y'all doing amazing shit. I can't wait to see what's next for y'all. And I only said what I said in October about music. Well, as far as music goes, is because I see that two big artists are coming in September, which is Young Thug. He announced his album that is coming on the 19th of September, which is next week, and also Cardi B is about to drop also on that same day. So if you think about it, it's not too many big artists left as far as dropping music goes. I know we're probably gonna get a Nas project. I don't know exactly when. I don't think it's gonna be in October if Mobb Deep is in October. So, but yeah, like this, like people been pretty much quiet as far as like the bigger artist goes. Like Kendrick, like saying we're getting a Kendrick album or a Kendrick feature or anything. I don't know, but anything is possible. J. Cole, we still ain't heard nothing from him yet. Like for the most part, like I think October is the month. If for anything, October is the one. I hope it's gonna be one at least. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hopefully.
let's see.
Still waiting on my boy to
But
announce this tour. He bullshitting.
I can't even hear you. You went. Wait, what'd you say? I ain't hear nothing you said, bro. Honestly, I didn't. It just went mute.
Okay. You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I said I'm waiting on my boy to announce his tour. He bullshitting.
Wait, who?
Larry.
He went in and out. Now I can't hear you again. That's crazy. This shit. This shit. Oh God. Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
It's tough. It's tough. This damn.
I was talking about
I
Larry
heard.
though.
I heard that.
Yeah, I was talking about Larry.
Ah, Larry. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
that's
need to stop
crazy. He
bullshitting.
still ain't announced nothing. He dropped 2 projects.
Bro, let me tell you something. Before we get off here, since his last tour,
Can't hear you
Larry June
again.
has dropped. Hold
Oh,
on.
Larry June again. It goes in and out. It goes in and out, dog. That's what
All
it
right.
is.
Okay, since his last tour, Larry June has dropped The Night
Can't
Shift.
hear you.
I don't know what to tell you, bro.
If you could text it though, I can say it. I know you want to say it, but you could text it. It's just and then I say it. It's so weird. I hate this. I hate this app sometimes. I hate this app sometimes, dog. It's so like it's so iffy. It want to act up in the times when I hate it the most. Like at the sometimes at the best at the worst times it just messes up all the time. But I'm still grateful for this app because it got us here. You feel me? Like so, yeah. I'm probably gonna cut this out. I don't know for sure. Um, Okay, Larry. I was saying Larry Jones last tour dropped Night Shift, Doing It For Me, Life Is Beautiful, and Until the Night Comes. Oh, okay. Okay. Dang. Yeah, that's a lot of projects he's dropped. That's a lot of projects dropped before he's even been on tour. So he's dropped Night Shift, Doing It For Me, Life Is Beautiful, and Until the Night Comes. That's a lot of damn. Yeah, that's a lot of projects to be dropping. And still have not went on tour yet. Oh my goodness.
And that was 2 years ago.
Damn. Damn. That's
So
crazy work.
I don't know when he gonna tour again. I anticipate fall winter tour. Um, I know it's coming because
Right.
he ain't been on tour in a couple years, so it's about time still.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. But since that's pretty much it, unless you got something else. All right, cool. So, like I always do, I always like to end it and everything.
Yeah, let's just get out of here before the shit kick me out again.
Right. All right. Like I was saying, appreciate your haters because they love you just as much as the people that love you do. We are
Except
out.
Drake. Except Drake. People hate him a lot for some reason.
Yeah, yeah, we out.